Welcome back for another video. So in today's video, I'm just going to be showing you what I have growing in my aquaponic system right now so that you can see what is doing good. So that's what I'll be showing you in today's video. So just to start it off, if you haven't seen my previous videos, I have a few different grow beds. I have media grow beds right there, a media grow bed right over here, and then this grow bed over here and this grow bed over here are both raft systems or DWC systems, so they have the floating styrofoam with the roots hanging down. But otherwise, to start it off, in the previous video I showed you my longevity spinach, which we just harvested and made into like pesto and sauces, which was very good. It will grow back again, just keeps growing. Well, didn't even harvest all of it, there's still a good amount there. And then before that I showed you the celery I took out, so I still have this one in here and it is like 5 feet tall since it bolted, which is cool, but I'll cut it now since I don't really need all the seeds. I already got a bunch of celery seeds from before, but that is one tall celery and lanky celery. And here's the celery, I just cut it, and then it should start growing some more from the basin coming up. And then here is that piece, which has a bunch of seeds at the top. Well, not quite. All these flowers would have become seeds. Otherwise, in this specific grow bed over here, I have a few things growing. I have my Moringa, which is doing good. So this one, and I think only this one is the one that I planted in seed. It's the only one that survived. This one my mom had in a pot, so I planted in here this summer and now it's growing, as well as this one and this one. This one was doing extremely well. It had a big stem just like this one, quite tall. It was like maybe up until there, so a good 2 feet more than this one is. But it fell off for some reason. Either I hit it or from the fans blowing, which is unfortunate. So hopefully it still grows some more, which it has over there. I'll show you the roots on these ones that I planted, which is pretty neat. Like this one barely had anything. I think it was this one barely had anything, and then one of these had like a whole bundle, which was quite a bunch for that smaller plant. And then I will plant this one now as well and show you the roots on that one, which has an immense amount. So I'll plant that in one of these. So here's a little Moringa plant. We'll check out the roots. So here's that Moringa that I just pulled out of that soil. And you can see the roots there. Nice little bundle. So we'll plant that in here somewhere. We'll have to find a spot. So I just planted it right here. So it should grow well, just like these ones did. They pretty much took off when I stuck them in here, since the good amount of nutrients here in the system. So I'll also show you the roots on a few of these, whichever I recorded back when I planted them. Here's another Moringa plant that I'll be planting that my mom had in a small pot as well. It has more roots and already some growth at the top, which is good. This is also a Dwarf Moringa. So it shouldn't get too big. So these are, just planted that one just now. Now we'll plant this guy and we'll see if they do good. Well, I don't know the name of that, but I got some rainbow chard over here, which is doing okay. I have a Taro, a dwarf Taro, which is starting to grow again. There might be something, bug or something that's eating the leaf. I haven't seen one yet, but I do kind of cut some of the leaves off just because it gets pretty big, so I'm kind of trying to keep it smaller. So I still, I cut some more today. These plants are pretty cool because they're actually hydrophobic, so you can see that water droplet right there. So it just stays on there. And then I got some other plants over here. I have collard green here. I have, I believe this is dandelion. Yeah, dandelion right over here. Both doing well. Taro always takes up a lot of space. And then in this floating raft grow bed over here, I have a bunch of basil up here in front. Right there I have some lettuce, which we've harvested some or just cut some of the leaves off. But you can see it's growing tall just because it's warmer in the greenhouse. So semi-bolting. And then I have some more basil over here, and then along here I have different greens. So I have some more of the same. So I think this is cabbage. Piton Napa, some cabbage, which is like same as that over there. And then I have some more of the same lettuce I have in this one. Looks like not all of them grew. These guys didn't make it out. And then I have some other lettuces in this section and some other cabbages, which are doing well. Well, not all of them. And then in this grow bed right here, I have some Tatsoi, some watercress, which I cut down since it grows quite crazy. Then I forget what this one is called. What's the name again? Then I have my curry plant, which I cut down recently, which is now sprouted two out there. So the reason for cutting it is so that it can become more bushy, and it is growing out, which is nice. Got another little watercress growing over there. And then here I have a gigantic mess of lemongrass, which I'll take out so I can have more space from other stuff since I don't really use it. But you can see how that's growing. And then some more like tatsoi or bok choy over here. There's so many spiders in here. Grows all the time, which is crazy. Then you got some cilantro. This is some red sorrel, so red leaf sorrel. It's kind of bitter, so it's more for the chickens. But that's that, and then some more dandelion over there. So that's pretty much what I have growing in here right now, which is good. So we've been harvesting the lettuce. I've harvested a bunch of the lemongrass, which we've dried and stuff like that, which we don't use that much of. Harvested that recently, which is good. So far so good. Got a good amount growing. I will probably take these out and plant some other ones well after they're done, or maybe cut them down and see if they'll grow some more. And then when we have all this basil growing big, it's gonna be a lot of, it's gonna be a lot of pesto we're gonna make, which is gonna be good. So that's pretty much that. You can see all the stuff that I've growing in my aquaponic system at the moment, which is doing pretty good. So that's that. That pretty much sums up this video. It's fairly simple, just showing you what I have growing in my aquaponic system at the moment. It does get quite hot in this greenhouse though, so I have a shade cloth up there if you can notice it, which helps with that, but also a little humid. But otherwise you can see what I have situated around growing, which is doing well. So if you do have any questions or comments, remember to leave those below. Otherwise, thank you for watching.